Hello and happy Mother's Day! Okay, so technically I'm filming this the day before Mother's Day, but that's because I'm planning to spend Mother's Day with my mum. I'm going to be spending all day with her, we're going to have an awesome lunch, we're going to go and visit my grandparents. It's going to be fantastic. Now, mums are really important people. My mother is no exception. She is such a huge influence in my life. In fact, this top used to belong to her. Granted, when she sees this, she's going to tell me that my lipstick's too dark and probably that I shouldn't be talking when my voice is going. But that's just because she's my mum and she knows best. She's probably right. This lipstick probably is a little bit too dark. I kind of feel like Lord at the moment. Lordy? Lorday? How do you say her name? I am so not down with the kids right now. To celebrate Mother's Day and the wonderful women in my life, both my mother and the mothers of others, I thought I would give you the top 15 reasons why mums are awesome. Reason number 1. She's the person that you call with any news. Doesn't matter if it's bad news or good news, you're gonna call your mum. My mum was the first person I called when I got into drama school. She was the first one I told when I broke up with my first ever boyfriend. And you just know that she will give you the right response. Whether that means letting you cry on her shoulder, or giving you a slap upside the head, or just cheering for you. When my mum found out about me going to drama school, she was in the bath and she just started crying, which for me was the best thing because it showed how proud she was of me, and it was really special because she wasn't always convinced about me being an actor. I think getting into one of the top drama schools in the country kind of persuaded her that it was something I could do, and the fact that I'd gone after it and kind of kept strong really impressed her, which really made me happy. It's really cool to be able to make your parents proud. Reason number 2. She'll be honest when something doesn't look good on you. I'm still kind of waiting for that text about the lipstick. Similarly, she'll also tell you when something looks amazing. My mum is responsible for some of the best outfits in my wardrobe because she acted as a sheer team of one for me, telling me I looked gorgeous and I absolutely had to have it. Thanks, Mum. Reason number 3. She always has your best interest at heart. You can guarantee that your mum is never going to be trying to stab you in the back, even when it doesn't seem like it at the time. So all those teenagers out there watching, even though it seems like your mum is trying to ruin your life, believe me, she's only doing it because she wants you to do well. Reason number 4. She knows exactly what sort of foods cheer you up when you're feeling sad. For example, whenever I'm unhappy, my mum orders me fish and chips from our local chippy. Reason number 5. You can brag to her. You can always brag about yourself to your mum because she's never going to think you're being up your own arse. She will always be delighted and she'll be happy for you. She will always be delighted when you're doing well. Reason number 6. She will go above and beyond to make sure that you're happy. My mum has done so much for me. Whenever I'm sad, my mum really steps out. Like when me and my ex broke up, she took me away for a weekend in Brighton and it was amazing. Literally at the drop of a hat, and she managed to find like the last free hotel room in Brighton that weekend. Number 7. Your mum will always keep you real. Doesn't matter how famous you get, your mum will be there making you clean up cat poo when you come home to visit, and that's why we love her. Reason number 8. Mothers teach their kids amazing life skills. My mum got me really into reading when I was younger, and I'm so delighted she has. My dad was also a big part of that when I was younger, but it was my mum who lent me the books that kind of developed who I became as I got older and introduced me to people like Daphne du Maurier, Ian Banks, Ian McEwan, and lots of other wonderful, wonderful writers. Reason number 9. Mothers will forgive you anything. They are the only people in the world that will forgive a child for murder. Reason number 10. Mum hugs. Reason number 11. Every mum has a signature dish that only they can make, and it's not the same if anyone else makes it. My mum is incredible at cottage pie and spaghetti bolognese. I don't know how she does it, they're just always really, really good. Reason number 12. Mums have to do the sex talk a lot of the time. Let's just give them props for that because that's not an easy conversation to have. My mum was pregnant when I was 4, so my dad and my mum sat me down then and gave me the whole biological discussion. In fact, I actually then passed that on to all of my classmates. So technically, I was the one that gave my classmates the sex talk. Reason number 13. Your mum always makes you pee. Make sure you have your phone and make sure you have keys to get back in and money for the taxi before you go out. They seem like simple things, but even now that I've moved out of my flat, before I go on a night out, do I need to pee? Have I got money for a cab? Have I got my phone? And have I got my keys? Every time, she has instilled that within me. Reason number 14. They have amazing stories about their past that will inevitably make you feel better when you do something hopelessly embarrassing. When I had my first really big hangover when I think I was about 13 or so, my mum told me that her and her sister went to a graveyard when they were younger. Their parents thought they were going to church, so they dropped them off. They went through the church into the graveyard, drank an entire bottle of whiskey and smoked an entire pack of cigarettes and got really sick everywhere. Made me feel better. And finally, number 15, if it wasn't for your mum, you wouldn't be here today. So give your mum an enormous hug this Mothering Sunday. She's done a hell of a lot for you. Mum, I love you and I'm looking forward to spending the entire day with you. Thank you for being the best mum in the world. From Ash Acting Up, have a great Mothering Sunday and over and out.